Let me set up my volume because my volume is up already. And my mic a little bit. Mary, on your side, okay, let me introduce myself. Welcome, Alhassan and Mary, to this meeting. My name is Bernard Ispanda. I am the founder of Coxygen Global and the WIMS-Cardano, which has got this Catalyst project for training university students on Haskell, Plutus, and EUTXO, Cardano Smart Contract Development. Right. I would like to welcome Mary and Alhassan. Introduce yourself. Mary.
Yes. Hello, Mr. Bernard and Alhassan. I'm Mary from Ghana, and uh, I completed Young Technical University. That was 2021. So now I'm with WIMS and Coxygen. Yes. So welcome, Alhassan.
Thank you. Over to you, Alhassan.
All right. So my name is Alhassan Aziz, and I am a university student at C.K Tedam, University of Technology and Applied Sciences, and I offer computer science. There were 300 currently, and in fact, I do a lot of things.
Yeah.
I'm part of the Web3 community on our campus, and I am also the vice president of Enactus CKT with us. And also sometimes I do support my boss here, Mr. Jeremiah Bani, with Cardano projects here in the northern region of Ghana.
Wow. I know Jeremiah.
Yeah.
I'm working with him in some other projects.
He's a very helpful man here.
Oh. Well done. Well done. Okay. Let's get on to the details first. Did you, what to call it, get any Catalyst project? Did you propose any Catalyst project?
For me, I think for the last two funds, Fund 11 and Fund 12, I proposed. Yeah, but actually, I didn't get funded.
Okay. All right. Mary, there are some background sounds. Can mute and unmute when you speak. Okay, thank you. Okay, this session, this meeting here is in connection with first, you responded to our request for all other people who were not funded but are university students to work and collaborate with our funded project. Because our funded project is for training over 16 different universities globally. And you responded to that. I saw your letter, I sent you a letter. Then Mary is one of ours, actually one of the main marketing person with WIMS. I will explain a little bit so that you have an understanding of WIMS. And then when you need information, you can refer back. I'm pretty sure you know about WIMS. I don't know how much you know about WIMS.
I think for the WIMS, I got to know about them through the Telegram channel. I've been in the group, the Telegram, so I think over a year now.
Yes.
Yeah, the posts and everything that is being done on the channel.
All right. Yes, I'll ask you to come closer to the mic. Sometimes I'm not getting some of the words that you are saying.
Okay.
Okay. I've sent a link there just to show you our community. Our community is worldwide. And Mary is in Ghana. There are some in Nigeria, some are in Norway, some are in South Africa or SADC, Southern Central Africa. If you come to the team here on our website, you are going to see, let me just show you the people from different countries. Our CEO is from Eswatini, and she's also in South Africa. You are going to see Matthew Olubeni, product and talent. He's from Nigeria. And then you are going to see, I see some are not here. Assad is from Norway. Ambrose is from Australia. All right. We normally sometimes remove those that are not active or those that have got LinkedIn profile that is not working. They are not here, but it's a lot. Our CEO is Celiwe Ngwenya. And then Mary, I don't see yours, Mary. What happened to yours? Mary,
I don't know.
I think I've seen Mary's one. Mary's one is there. I've seen it.
Yeah. Mary, also remind me, send me
And I'm marketing.
yes, a linked profile, Mary. I don't know what happened here. Maybe the developers, your image was not showing. You send a LinkedIn. I see here there is a Tamas Emmanuel from Nigeria. All right. So the core part of this Catalyst project, the outputs are number one. Let's list them down so that we all understand it. Then we are going to put together our collaboration requirements. So the first thing here is we need university students. Right. This thing is going to work very well with computer science students. But remember, computer science in all universities don't have a lot of students. It sometimes has got very few students. So we are going to accept all students, any students. That is the first most important thing. But we need, as per the Catalyst, if anyone is not a student and joins and is part of the university, it's fine. Number one. Number two, if any other developers, they have left the university and they are developers from any other country, they are welcome. We will put them under Coxygen because we don't want a situation where the Catalyst rejects our report and say, you said you were going to work with students on universities, but you are giving us something different. But we will be flexible with that. Yes, Mary, go ahead.
Maybe Coxygen is new to him. I don't know if he knows about Coxygen. Maybe it's when he knows. So Coxygen is where we have the online session, where all the developers are, and then the session takes place. Yeah. So that's what his project is.
Oh, okay.
All right. Here is the link for Coxygen so that you can check it. All right. Coxygen, actually, it's another project that was funded. I think it was in Fund 11. So let me just show you here. Sorry, I'll add this link here so that you keep these links, because when you are working with universities, they will want something authentic. So you'll see here, under Coxygen. You can check the video. This one, it explains.
Ever found yourself tangled in the technical aspect?
How Coxygen is supposed to work, what problem it solves in Cardano. You can check here. We've got guidelines, languages. So Coxygen has been operating since May till now. What we have managed to achieve with Coxygen, we have managed to do a lot of development. Most of it you are going to see it here on our WhatsApp. But I think 2025 we are going to move to Discord. So let me show you the group. Most of interaction, what we do, it is on WhatsApp. We've got several groups on WhatsApp. This is the Coxygen Global group, first group, Cardano Technical Live Support and Smart Contract Development. So what we do here, we take developers or new developers, even some people who have not developed at all. The person who is coordinating this group is Rito Chilo. She is also a student at Richfield. So most of these who joined here are from a South African college called Richfield. They are offering degrees in computer science and web technologies. So this is the one that Mary was talking about. Anyone is welcome to join here. If the person is not a student, we are going to enroll them under Coxygen Global, although they will all be doing the same thing, Haskell, Plutus. What we want to be safe on the reporting side, so that when we are reporting and then our report is not rejected because the participants are number one, are not students, or they are students, or they cannot be proved. Don't want any argument concerning that. So let the students benefit. Second thing, we would be very happy to get a lot of students who have never heard about Cardano before. It will help grow your community there. They have heard about Cardano. They have been part and parcel of the Plutus smart contract development in Cardano. It's fine. It is fine. They qualify here. They've never been developers before. We are going to start them with JavaScript. Rito will take care of that. They have been developers before. I know computer science, IT, they are welcome. If they have never done Web3, they've done Web3 with another blockchain. Let's say Ethereum, they are welcome. But we are going to concentrate on Haskell Plutus. Have you done Haskell Plutus development before? Hello?
Yes, hello.
Yes, I'm checking with you. Have you done Haskell Plutus development before?
Not really. Just I've read a few documentations on the developer platform, but I've not really interacted with it.
Okay. This is going to be an opportunity for you to get this whole skill. We are not going to charge any university students. It will be for free. And then we are going to also require a commitment from these students. We want to do a sort of a mentorship that is going to be productive both ways. The students are going to benefit in mastering Cardano smart contract development skills. So that one is very, 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 very important. The second thing, we want to do it in such a way that your university or your college, if later on you and your institution, you want to apply for a Catalyst funding, you must have something to demonstrate and show all Cardano voters. Because for the voters to believe in you, you need to have an online reputation. So you need to demonstrate mastery usage activity within the Cardano ecosystem. Because there's a lot of competition when it comes to the Catalyst grants applications. Second thing, Cardano is decentralized now. It's not only the Catalyst which will allow us to access funds. So we have got the Cardano treasurer now being accessible to the decentralized community. So currently now, you can check online Cardano treasurer balance. It is sitting at more than, you see, this is a quotation of $600 million based on 2 months back. Currently now, this money has grown up to $2 billion US because of the value of the ADA, that it has gone to $1. Here, the ADA value was around 35 cents, 40 cents. So it went up 3 times. That is why this figure went up 3 times, about $1.8 billion. So the decentralized Cardano now can show you when it comes to one of those communities that attended the convention, constitutional convention, and we signed, and we are one of those organizations. But when it comes to decentralization, we and you and everybody will have access to this fund. All right. The common requirements for you to qualify is the Cardano community must vote for your needs. When you submit an action, a requirement, or a proposal, Cardano communities will need to know about it, like it, and vote for it. So it requires us, all of us, to have a form of an online reputation within the Cardano ecosystem. Right, before we go ahead, let me say number 2. The number 2, the people who will join will need to have basics. So we will have to give them these basics if they don't have basics on Cardano wallets. Right? Because what we need them to interact with the Cardano blockchain from the word go. So we need take them through having a NAMI or any other eternal Cardano wallet. Right. So let's say the prerequisites, we are going to try to get everybody on board, work together. I think it's very nice for you to see the achievements we have done with the Coxygen. With Coxygen, you can see we have managed to come up with a library for for fractionalization and tokenization of real estate. So here is the application here. Let me just show you briefly so that you see this is not the only achievement. The other achievements, some of the students we have managed to create donation app using Cardano blockchain. If I go to Coxygen, see this one here. It's created by Rito. How it works, you'll see. You make a donation. These are different donors. It's working. And then it will acknowledge. And then after making your donation, you get an NFT. You can print here an NFT. And the NFT is proof that you are a donor. You see, creating something like this that works is what we need. Everybody is going to take part to be able to do. And thankfully, we have got a library and some tools that we are using for this. The same library you see there, we have used it to mint shares for property. Let's say you are selling your land in pieces, like you are giving shares to people who collectively own your land. So this is an implementation of tokenization of property. So I'll just show you quickly. We want you people to be able to list property. Let me go to one that is already listed. We want you to be able to come up with more use cases, real world Web3 use cases on Cardano technologies. We will be assisting, giving libraries, bridging the gap on what the problems you are having, supporting you so that you are not finding it too difficult. But the Haskell part and the Plutus part, it is going to really need commitment and continuity. So one of the things I will be very happy is at some point you can have some internal workshops where we come online, you guys live. You just dedicate yourself certain time to be. It will improve your computer science skills a lot. You won't believe what you are going to get. That one I can tell you. You will not believe what you are going to get. Maybe some of you already have it. They know about it. But that is the benefit. You need to motivate your, what do you call it? You motivate your students to say, you know what, Web3. I like it because you already have got a Web3 department within the college, within the university. That is excellent. We will come in there to upskill you on Cardano Web3. I want to get very talented, not only very talented, I'm looking at dedicated, committed, so that when it comes to going to the future, even Fund 14, I'll also, it will depend on how that side, you guys, you are committed and dedicated. You are committed and dedicated. Mary can be a testimony. You will benefit a lot. And Mary, if need be, because Mary is that side, is at your place there, you can also attend online. He can work with you to run and arrange online or live, not online, live sessions. Because at a certain time, you may need live sessions. Right. So if you look here, here are the properties. I have minted the tokens for this property. Then now, if you go to the listing, we have listed these on Cardano. So this one has got about 155 shares. Each share is 1,000. Sorry, the total are 400, but the ones that are on sale is 155. Total left is this. So from here, I can add more sales. Then people who are not listed here can buy. Let me log out so that you see. Can buy from here. If you don't need to log in or use KYC for this one to hold shares here. Everything is on blockchain. So you can select which one you want, you like, and then you can submit and buy. Like you see here, you can select buying 10, and then you go through this whole process of purchasing the tokens. See, there it is coming out on blockchain. Then I'm receiving an asset. Do you see? I'm going to receive 10 of these property shares, tokens on this property here. After I buy, this allows you then to resell your tokens later. So it means the whole industry is liquid now. Unlike before, owning property was good, but it was not liquid. Can't quickly make cash out of it. But this makes it possible. And again, property needed people with money or get loans from the bank. But this application now, it allows people with liquid money to have fractional shares based on the property. They can resell their tokens anytime. So you will see from this platform here that once you have got tokens, you can see here on this test account here, I've got some of these tokens here. So we can reload and they will show here, then you can resell those tokens. When you resell these tokens, then all those want to buy tokens that are resold, because most likely the ones that are resold, they've got two benefits. Could happen that a listed property, the tokens, all of them bought. And then you can come this side and check that same property. You'll find, okay, some of the people who bought those early are now reselling them at a certain price. So you can then come and buy them at a different price. There are two situations here. The property could be at a discount because the person is in a hurry to get funds, or it is at a certain value because the person wants to get profit. The property appreciates, that is one advantage for people. So this allows them to buy. You can see here, you can buy. And we can give anyone the link to play around with all this here. So this is what I mean when I say I want us to be very productive, committed. Let me hear from you. What do you think from what I have shown you?
Yeah, I think I'm really marveled about the kind of achievement and development that has been going on, for the WIMS and then the Coxygen kind of development. I think it's very great. Yeah, it's very great. I mean, I've been exploring through Web3, but I've not really come across such projects. If not today, I didn't know that there were such of this project really in existence on Cardano platforms. I'm really marveled. And I think for here there are for our university here there are developers here. There are more developers. I myself I am I'm not into Web3 yet. I'm into Web2 using React and then React Native too. I'm also good at it. Yeah, and we have a lot of people here too who are also good in development. But just that sometimes when you are the Web3, they don't really get the right people, or what is it, the right resources for them to get started. And just when they start it, you just someone, two, they will just leave it there. I think with this project, we hope that we can able to do something more than just an intro. We can just dive deep into Cardano blockchain, also unleash the potential of the Cardano ecosystem, what exists in there, what our students here can also make the video. I think is very good. I really like the platform developed, how is working. Yeah.
Awesome. I'm very happy. I'm very, 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 very happy. Mary, what about you?
Yes, sir. I would say that he said he has seen our development and how far we've come. So we are ready to go further than what we have seen. And as you said earlier, it's not just for those who know Web3, blockchain, and all.
Yeah.
Everybody is invited. It's not only about this, it's about Cardano. Yes. So he can involve anybody at the university there who is willing and ready to grow with Cardano and Coxygen. So we would want to welcome them. Yes.
All right. So
Yes.
I think with what I've seen so far, and then the anticipation, maybe I will send a letter through. I would like to also send some letter. We have some developers involved. They are women in developers.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I that was our target. So
They have a chapter on our campus here, so I also know the leader. So I will get a word through her so that
yes,
also get the members on board,
please get all of them involved.
and I also get in touch with the
Because
Web3 Foundation.
with what we are doing and then your knowledge would go further. We are
Yeah.
all learning. Yes. So we are ready to grow with you people.
All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's go to the how do we achieve what we achieve? So I need you to know one thing. I'm very committed to quality. How we run this daily, Coxygen runs daily from a South African time, which is 10:30 South African time, to around 14:30 South African time. I don't know. South African time, I think, is 1 hour. Is it 1 hour, 2 hours behind? Yeah, behind. Because when Ghana is saying, like right now, my time is 21 past 2. What's your time that side?
Currently it's 21 minutes past 12 p.m.
Yes, we are 2 hours ahead. Get my point? So it means you are 12. This is yes, we are 12. So it means from our side, when we say half past, no, you are 2 hours behind. We are 2 hours behind. That is correct. So it means on your time,
Yes.
when it's 8:30, on our side is 10:30. Okay, we can, because remember, once we have started and we are running with different students, students need to attend, because we will be running it daily, Monday. Sometimes we do it Monday to Sunday. There is always somebody online. Why? Because students, remember, starting, they've got different things they are doing, their own classes, they're doing this, some are free. So they need to schedule their own times within this every day. And then get online get onto the breakout rooms and work and work. And then whatever they work on the breakout rooms for that day, remember our systems, they register. So and so attended, so and so attended for how long, whatever. The most important thing is commitment, consistency. It will benefit them. Later on, when they are looking for jobs, I'm going to be one of their referees on their CVs. I don't want to recommend somebody for a job who has not worked and has not been productive. So that one, it helps a lot. That is why on the ones that I've worked with, let me show you, Cardano Africa Live. Most of these are able to find jobs. They are able to find jobs even outside Africa, in UK, in different areas. Why? Because we want less talk, less excuses. We want more work done and more commitment. We want people to have high aspiration. They must aim to be core Cardano engineers. Anywhere. Remember, when you're a core Cardano engineer, you can work anywhere and you will earn in ADA value. It's very competitive because there are so many different Cardano companies and communities that want developers. So it all begins on them. Like these ones, most of these, to tell you, I don't know anyone who is not employed. Some are even earning when they are students already. So it all comes up to their own disposition. Right, there are four things basically that makes one person to be successful with us, with me. For me, I'm an employer. I'm an IT consulting company. Got actually 4 companies for IT with apps that are running, people are using nationally, that are making money. The 4 most important thing, right? When students are with us here, they must take out the jacket of being a student and put on the jacket of being a researcher. So they must not look for or wait for somebody to be a tutor, to give marks. That won't be there. Although we will be working with a Haskell, a Plutus smart contract, we'll have some competitions, we'll have some written questions to give feedback, but there won't be any marks for whatever they answer into. But we are going to give them on-chain certificates or proof of completion. They can have, we did this Haskell Plutus with Coxygen for 12 months, and then they produce certificate of completed these modules. And then I'll give a transcript which is going to be on chain of, all right, we did this like this, minted tokens, we transferred it or transferred assets, we queried the blockchain, something practically. And then from there, whatever they have, it can be proved when they supply their, what to call it, their, we are going to give them an identity here, but it will be in form of like this. Let me just show you here. It will be like this, right? How do I know that this is true? Maybe I'm buying nothing that is fake. How do I know? There is this what we call transaction hash. So the transaction hash for every student who mints a token is different. It's always unique on the Cardano blockchain or on any blockchain. This will be what will identify these tokens that I'm selling here. There are 50, I'm selling 108 each. But how do I verify this? That is not fake. It's actually belonging to this property, which has been, this property ID has been awarded by the National Registry. You click this link. When you click this link, it takes you straight to the blockchain where the shares are. You see now, if you go down here, I want you to see, there it is. There are 150 of these shares here on chain. So no one can dispute this. You can even go to the metadata inline datum there and see more details about this is the, what you call the protocol representation on chain. But if I take this here and I say convert, you will see it will actually tell me the correct token identity. This, if I say convert text to text. So it will be more like, let's take it as a certificate. We want to check the real one of this certificate. And I say convert. Look here, the name of the student and the student number is the NFT proof that this attended this from this period and accomplished 1, 2, 3. It will be here. You see this technology, you guys can implement it even at your school, because remember some of the credentials that you receive from school, awards, sports here, they are on Web 2. And being on Web 2, sometimes they get lost, they get forged, sometimes you lose them and you're in another country, say, no, I was a prefect there, I was a SRC chairperson, prove it. Oh, no, you have to phone my college. Say no, because everything is on the university. To the data and your student. This is the type of technology we want to utilize for you. You can use, we want you to develop more of these use cases and make more money for yourself in such a way that you can even develop your own real-world application on Cardano technologies with what we are doing here. That will make you internationally, what we call it, attractive. Let people use your application internationally, whatever. So that is it comes with commitment, with playing around. Don't run away from difficult things. Commit to these difficult things. And number, I've been working, as you can see here, since 2022. If I can scroll down here, you will see since 2022. There it is, 2022. And then here are the Haskell Plutus students there. See them, 2022. 2023, you can see this link again and check it. Keep these links. One thing you need to have people understand, the achievements come with the dedication, commitment of the actual participant. It doesn't come from a good tutor. Can have a brilliant professor with brilliant books, talks and motivate students, but if students go home and sit and do nothing, they won't achieve anything. So with us, being pragmatic, being productive counts a lot. So here is this link here. I will be giving them inspirational speeches, motivating them, and then exploring different areas that we are going to have. So here there are 4 things. These ones I will always be preaching them. We call them soft skills, skills that you are not taught at college or university, but are very critical for your success in the corporate world. There is a huge difference between what you are learning at a college with what you are going to use to survive. 20% of what you are learning in college is what you are going to use outside. Outside, you are going to get 80% from research skills. So, research skills. You research, you experiment, you try, you read. There is no teacher mostly. I know students get frustrated because they keep on saying there is no one helping us. Say, but no, why are you not researching online and come up with solutions? Second thing is teamwork. Teamwork breaks the ice. Okay, guys, let's do it together. Let's write this code together. You write that code, component, class, library together, giving each other ideas so that others who didn't know where to start, they also see, oh, this is where you start. Others who didn't understand why is this here, they explain it, they produce that component library together. Then you know what? That sense of achievement comes as a team. So the teamwork is what has made a lot of students survive. Then communication. Communication is easier said. Communication said than done. One thing which is a problem in the industry, we have got some people who are very smart. They are poor communicators. And they show off. They've solved the problem very quickly before the even says anything. Then we are all admiring these guys. But they won't tell you how they found the answer. They won't even explain the formulas that they know. They don't. Then when they are explaining, they are too fast. They feel like everyone is what is fast in thinking, fast in following logic. They are poor communicators. So we want to communicate as much in a basic way as we can. If you become a good communicator, believe me, you can get a good job by just becoming a good communicator. Then the other one is problem solving. I think problem solving in all academics, it is preached, said, less than what is actually happening. We've got few problem solvers. Of course, there are some prerequisites with problem solving, but that one is the most important in all things that we do. So when people find something difficult, attack it as a group, break it into pieces, solve one piece, then bit by bit, communicate, present, talk about it, sleep over it. You will discover there are some prerequisites that you don't know. Okay, then what do you do when you find there are some prerequisites that I don't have? Then you go and research. You could fall back on that research, do short tutorials online to give you the foundation. Once you have the foundation, okay, I didn't know. Because let me tell you one thing. You told me something very good. You're a native React developer. You meet somebody who has never been a developer and says, all right, I want to be a developer. what must I do? So, no, you are going to say, okay, go and learn React Native, because the React Native, with one source code, you are going to produce cross-platform applications, and then you are going to run on this and 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 this. All right, person is impressed. But there is one thing you didn't tell the person, that for you to master React Native properly, you need to know JavaScript. You need to know JavaScript, because React Native are components which have been wrapped around in JavaScript. The person is going to be able to do the simple hello world, the simple whatever, drop, put in components and have an app, get it to there. But the person will not be able to re-engineer the React Native components. This is where that person now must go back and do research on JavaScript. After learning JavaScript, now you know, okay, I can do this in JavaScript, all the basics of JavaScript. The next step, this person must go and learn React.js. Then when they learn React.js, then they are now aware of a framework of JavaScript, React.js. And then from there, they do state management, they do React Redux, then they do hooks. And then from there, they are aware of this. Then now they must build up their own components. Then from there, when they go to React Android wraparound, it's a JavaScript wraparound Android, then they will be able to understand how to re-engineer that, even to extend it. Believe me, when it comes to Cardano, those components are used a lot. You are going to even be happy if you really know your React.js very well, because they have used them a lot. But a lot of people cannot now create extra or different or troubleshoot or debug Cardano components that are intertwined with the React components, because they have built up these components. Then they are stuck. What I'm saying here, with good research and communicating and teamwork, you guys, you fall back until you get the basics. Then you build up again, you go back, then you solve the problem. It is all about research, and then practice, work as a team, and then communicate, and then solve the problem. Then the last one, deadline, meeting deadline. So meeting deadline, I work on deadline, a set task, but quite a lot, you know, there are excuses. We are writing exams, we are submitting assignments, and then there are excuses like, I was learning. There are always reasons for not meeting the deadline. I am telling you, those that meet deadlines get jobs, get promotions quicker, and they do it fast. And those are sought after. There are other soft skills that it's a lot, but for me, meeting deadlines means there is a task to be done and to be handed in, but there is a deadline. There are specs how it should function. You don't need to do everything. Do something, whether it's 50% you have done it, then prepare it for reporting, then submit it before the deadline. Always be conscious about the deadline, and always submit something before the deadline. If you did nothing before the deadline, then submit a report explaining why there is nothing. See, communication. These work together, research and communication. Submit. What I want these people who will take part in this program, when they operate at the university in other disciplines, they must just become better. That is how we will approach it. We, on our side, we are a work environment. On your academic institution, you are an academic environment. On our side, they must acquire more skills of, if tomorrow they fail to finish their degree and they get a job, they must just be what? Be competent. They must have the basic skills at least to execute and get to work with others. That is how our environment is like. That is how Coxygen has been. Even before Coxygen, that is how the student I have been interacting with. How did this come about? Because they have been coming to me since 2015. I've been giving internships, computer science internships, web development internships. Students are students. I've learned a lot about students. So that is all what I say. Then the other things for you to help us with, I think I'll send you a letter with the things that we need. Number one, let's have a list of students. Let them give you their names and commitment and their student IDs. Student numbers. Right, that will only be used for register and for setting up a group. We are going to use Discord channel. They are not used to Discord channel. They better be used to learn those things, because if they get a job with Cardano, that's where they are going to work. GitHub, they need to know GitHub. They are not used to it, then they need to know version control using GitHub and repositories, setting their code there. Why? Because if they get employed, they are going to work there. On companies, they are going to work on private repositories or public repositories or both. So we need to get this there. But I will try my best to streamline it so that we focus on what is most important, because that is why I have put 12 months mentorship. But to some people, it may not be possible, because some will come in and say, hey, we have missed too many lessons. Where can we start? They want another group to start. So it's going to be a little bit of, we will never say no to any student. Even when they come late, they can try to get in what they can get from wherever they join. Because remember, this is a community empowerment project funded by the Catalyst. Right, let me come to, I will email you these prerequisites, like let's have a student number. So you can have their name, surname, student numbers. They must commit, say, all right, I will join this. I want this to go through. We will have that list. It will also assist us when we are working and then we see those that are productive and we are giving them some incentives. Right, I think the next part, yes, Mary, over to you. Go
Sir,
ahead, Mary.
the register, we were just talking about when we onboard them. And he said they are on vacation now, but they will be back 1st January. So let's also
Okay.
see how
When are they
go
coming
about.
to? When are they going to be back?
Alhassan, please answer that for me.
We are currently on vacation, and school resumes on 4th January.
4 January.
Yes, and mostly when school resume like this, they might not come early. They might come sometimes, maybe a week or two after, before there will be a complete report of students.
Okay. All right. I
So
get what you are saying.
I was thinking that when they resume, and maybe I'm sure they have meetings at various departments or something.
Yeah.
So if you can organize and then bring in this project as part of your agenda so that it will be easier for you.
Uh,
Mm.
so that is what I was saying. Since we're on vacation now, and then once we resume, so people may not report early. I was trying to get in touch with most of them via online platforms. So that I've informed quite a few number of them, and then they are willing to participate. But we need more people to also join. So from here on, I would like to also extend more messages to most of the groups that we have on campus.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
That's a good idea.
All right,
Okay.
that's a valid point.
okay, so that we can get them on board.
That's a valid point. Okay. Then the other thing that I would like every student who is going to participate to receive a T-shirt. Let me show you the students that have taken part in my activities. You can see here from Cardano Africa Live here. You can see this is the college, Richfield. I go there, I give them T-shirts and I give them. This is a very common where we donate to them T-shirts. I want the same so that there is a T-shirt group picture from your side, that side. So these ones are not students. You can see they don't have T-shirts. But if you go down like here, you see we give them T-shirts. So it means we'll have to work with Mary there and you guys there. And then you print each one on the register, a T-shirt. And if possible, with a cap. That one is part of the things that can motivate them. Let me edit here. T-shirts and caps. So those are things that can be arranged there for those that are going to take part. Right. Let me check again here. The material they are going to be using, it is going to be available online. I'll try my best to make sure that they just work online, and if it's easy, they can even work on their phones, if it's possible. Want to try to make it as easy as possible. Some of the things, practically, they are going to be difficult in the sense that they will need a machine, whatever. I think the best solution to solve this one, we are going to allow what we call theoretical coding, where you write your code, you write your algorithms, you write your code. You don't rely on saying, I don't have a computer, therefore I can't write code. I've got a Nigerian guy who won 10,000 US dollar competition. I brought him to my students to explain how he was so good. He said he completed his BSc in Nigeria at a university college where there were no computers. He first put his hands on a computer after he had graduated. You see, so what I'm trying to say, not having a laptop or a computer at home cannot prevent you from learning, getting the knowledge. It will just be a problem in the sense that you can't practically maybe implement your algorithm, your solution, but you will have to learn it, write your code, If you can't type it somewhere, write it on a paper and write your algorithms there and whatever. Take a screenshot with your phone, post. Then we analyze your syntax if it's code, and then I just want to give a lot of knowledge on the students without delaying. Now that one is not installing, the computer is not there, it's too slow, the RAM is, all these things, let's put them aside. What is most important is have knowledge. When you've got knowledge, then later on, some universities have got computers, then you practice, you work online, see some of these things compiling and running online. I tell you, we have got some web services where you can just do everything online. It will compile, run, and you see your results online. For practicals, because practicals are important, but most of the time from my side, from Nigeria, even from Ghana, even from South Africa, resources have been flagged as an issue. But I've realized people who give a lot of excuses about resources are not motivated. Because why is it in the same group? Others who don't have resources are managing. Others are always saying, I didn't do this because I don't have this, because I don't have data, because I don't have this. I've learned it that it doesn't improve us because there's no one who's going to buy you a computer. I can assist, give people data. Data, I can assist. But I must see you productive with that data. But what happens now, if you don't have this, we have got power cuts. Everywhere in Africa, there are power cuts. Schedule your time to when there are no power cuts. Just spend maybe 30 minutes a day on this project. Then you have got about 2 hours, 30 minutes per week. That's enough. And utilize it. Work in groups. Don't be left behind. Let's push. I realized one thing. Some of these students who are in Germany, who are in MIT, who are in Japan, they are very smart. I realized they put a lot of effort into this. So we are also going to put a lot of effort. So that is what we are going to do. If we do, for example, once we start, one of our marketing team, Mary is on the marketing team, they are going to be hunting for real life paid for projects. If Mary comes with a client that wants a NFTs application, we need to quickly do it for the customer. The customer is going to pay a deposit so that Mary and the head team of marketing guys must be paid. Yes. But they can't be paid if the developers are producing nothing. And the customer doesn't see any demo, nothing. Customer doesn't pay. You see what? We are losing productivity there. We want to approach it in a productive way because the marketing people need to be paid. They've worked, they have brought in a customer, and this customer is looking for a Web3 application that is going to solve their cases, their problems. So we need to quickly put it together and send the demo to the customer so that the customer is happy and can pay what? Can pay a deposit. Now, this is what I have done. This is what I have done. All students who have taken part in a commercial application that gets paid by the customer, they too get paid from that amount. I have paid students, not a lot, but they have received something they would not have received if they had not taken part in this project. got some applications from some security companies, from some municipality. Then I said to the students, okay, here is the application. You can't create it, I'll create it for you, but you test it, and then you support it. They did that. They were working day and night supporting this application, testing them, submitting tests here and here. Then we were counting like this. Then end of the time, we were saying, all right, you did this, this is what you are going to earn. And we paid them because the customer paid. On commercial applications that are going to come outside here, we will pay the students according to their productivity. That is why the moment you start getting paid, then you will think more deep about what if I do more of this, then I make more money. Let's have an opportunity like that and keep the marketing team hunting for more projects. Right. Mary, on your side, the first target projects are those who are funded on the Catalyst. So you go to all those who are funded on the Catalyst, even those that have failed to submit their milestones because they don't have developers, they don't have prototypes, they don't have demos, but they were funded. Talk to them. What is happening to your project? You are supposed to have submitted this in 2022, but now it's still unsubmitted. Maybe they paid developers and developers charged the money, and from there they disappeared. Then say, okay, then we can do something very quick for you. Bring it, but then you have to pay in ADA 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put our students together, they do that. I always want students to contribute something like 40%. Then I'm going to contribute another 40%. Then the customer normally is happy. When the customer is happy, normally they put a deposit or they pay for it. And then we give the customer the app or the Web3 application. Now, the moment the customer is paid for an application and we deploy and it's live, then the customer always comes back to you for support. And now it's continuous income now, depending on who is able to do what. But that is how it is managed. I'm talking about what has happened with me, with students who have been doing internship, students who have been doing what we call work integrated learning. I want the same with these different groups that are going to come. And we are going to be globally. So we are going to have different races. So the racial discrimination grouping languages is out. We are going to have different genders. Women, men, all will all be equal, working together. Different continents. We are not going to say we are Africans, we are Indians, we are Germans. No. We are just going to say we are Cardano developers. Those are the things that I am putting in place. After some time, we will invite Cardano Foundation. Come and meet up with you, see maybe on your competitions. You know what? This will open up even more funds, even more recognition. But it all is in your hands. Me and Mary and others are just facilitators. So that is what I can say. All right. I think from my side, let me stop here. If you speak to a lot of the whatever students I work with, they will tell you, I talk a lot. I can talk the whole year. Why? Because I don't want to take anything for granted and have surprises. Okay, so that is why I try to touch all most essential areas that I have come across. We do not want to disrupt their academic process. For them to finish their degree, their certificates, whatever, comes first. That is why when they communicate and say, I will take a break for 3 months because there's something more difficult I'm tackling at my discipline. Fine. After 3 months, when that person comes back, it's welcome. So we are going to be flexible. So that is what I can say. Any question from you, any additional questions from Mary, feel free. But I'm very much happy with you people, and I'm wishing you the best. The road is tough to travel, that one I cannot lie, but it is rewarding. There are so many other funded Cardano projects in Ghana. Will tell you, if we just do it well, you will see them coming to you like this. So that is a motivation for you and for the other people who are going to take part. We are not going to discriminate. If ever there is any discrimination of some sort, flag it out. We are not going to prioritize Africans over Japanese or Indians. No. We will just put a same play field, level play field for everyone, and try to make sure that everyone has got equal opportunities. Although some of the incentives people get, the value of the incentives differs from country to country. If I give you 100 ADA, in Ghana it's different of value. It's of different value to somebody in Japan. You might find one country it's a lot more valuable than in another country. Same 100 ADA, you give it to somebody maybe in New York, value is different. Give it to somebody in Germany or UK, the value is different. But because we all denominate it in ADA, it's fair. There is no one who can come and say, well, I live in London. This 100 ADA is useless for me. You are not after payment or salary or income. You are after the skill. When you get the skill, it doesn't matter where you are. It is what you need most. And it is the Cardano smart contract development skill. Believe me, it is one of the unique skills that will make you successful. If at the end of the period, this program doesn't improve your web development skills, your engineering skills, come back to me, I will give you 100 rand. I'll give you 100 ADA. You are going to see it yourself to say, here is something that is improving me a lot. It is challenging, it may require some time, but don't run away because you are going to need it. So that is all what I can say. All right, I think for today, let's call it a day. If there are any questions, you can bring them forward. Any questions from your side?
I don't have any questions.
Likewise, not a comment I say, but I think you said a lot this session. It's all positive, so we are hoping for the best. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I will try to upload this video on YouTube, then I'll send you the link.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Mary.
Yes, let me ask something.
Yes.
Aside the onboarding of the students where the online sessions will go on, they would register through a link. Also, we have other social media platforms that would like for them to join so that they can be able to access the videos that goes on daily in case they want to maybe refresh or remind themselves about what went on during the session. So maybe if we are presenting to them, add that for us so that they will be ready to. We have YouTube channel, X, that's Twitter, our Telegram and WhatsApp and all. So we want them to also follow us and then keep track of what is happening.
Yes. Thank you, Mary. Let me send the telegram. Right. I will also email you the social media, the Telegram, the X, the YouTube, especially Coxygen. If you go to that Coxygen, you are going to click, you are going to see the Coxygen channel. We are going to have those videos there, but the X is also, we want all of them to be on our social media channel because we want to see where they are communicating. The Discord, we have Coxygen Discord. I will send them to you again. They can start joining on their own now. Those that can, they can start going through Haskell Plutus tutorials. Because I know some of the Ghanaian students, they are hardworking. I know them. I know some of them are hardworking. That's why sometimes Ghana is achieving a lot, because I know some of those students are highly self-motivated. So what I will do, if they want to just get started, on their own, there is a free, this book is used by all Cardano people. It's a free PDF book. If you want to buy a copy, normally you can buy a copy. But everyone can get started on this. This is what can help a lot. Go through all those chapters. Haskell, learn you a Haskell.com. Learn you a Haskell.com. Right. Then when we start, I'll try my best to get the what do you call it? The tutorials content to be simplified and to be online. And then the X platform for us is just WIMS-Cardano. So if you go to X, our handle is WIMS-Cardano. Want all of them to be there. So that one I can send again. They can start asking questions, because you know what, the earlier we start, I think it's gonna be better. But we are going to accommodate them. We need to accommodate them. But sometimes they need to bear with us. It tends to be complicated due to time zones, to other activities people are doing. But if we really want success, and even in Fund 14 Day, we really want success, we have no choice. But we need to, what we call it, start the journey and move with it. Right, the Discord, yes, the Discord, we have the Discord. We have the Coxygen Discord. We are going to use that Coxygen Discord. Actually, it will be nice. I don't know whether we mix all of them or we just have university by university or section by section. What I want to avoid categorizing people. Categorizing doesn't help. Say these are Ghanaians, these are South Africans. It doesn't help. I've realized it. it does not help. Developers are developers. They have different motives. Others are motivated, others are not motivated. Mary can tell you, we have been running up and down the Catalyst project. Others were motivated, others were not motivated. So we are going to motivate. Those that are not motivated, it's our duty, Mary, to motivate them. Those that are motivated, it's our duty to further incentivize them. Let's have that system working. Right, I have given you three most important ones: the Discord, Telegram, X. Yeah, those three most important ones. They are there.
Then YouTube.
Come again?
I
The
said
YouTube. Right,
Yes.
the YouTube. Let me show you where you find the YouTube. The videos, because they will be recorded videos and they'll be following videos. They need to go straight to Coxygen. It's coxygen.co. It's easy to access. When they go to coxygen.co, this is where they will find their videos. You see here, this is the Coxygen May videos when we started with this group. Down here, you see here are the videos. When they click here, then it takes them to the YouTube to like, whatever. The other thing is they can watch a little bit here before they go to the YouTube. It's easier because the videos can be sequential here and follow. So you see here, July, August. So for this particular program, it will be videos, maybe 2025. They will have university so that we differentiate, because we are running so many different activities on Coxygen. Different these ones with that one. We are going to create a separate free conference call. We use free conference call for breakout rooms, for conferences, for whatever, live sessions. Don't use this, what do you call it? Don't use this YouTube, Google Meet. So, Mary, they will find the videos here. But if you are on YouTube, for example, we are on YouTube here, you click that.
Morning, everyone. Welcome to Coxygen Global.
You see,
Cardano Live Technical Smartphone Strikes Up.
this is for the past. So when you click here, Coxygen, under one of these, it takes you to the playlist. There you can see different playlists. Here you can see different videos. But these ones are for 2024. Will be exactly like this. 2025, try to have something like Coxygen Global 2025 so that you can quickly get onto them. All right. So that answers the question about YouTube. So social media, it's very important. Let me tell you why it's important even for you. You know, reputation online these days makes a difference between us being recognized by the global Cardano community. And a lot of voters are global. They are not only in Africa. Sometimes in Africa, people are not focusing on what we are focusing on. You might find maybe people who are really interested in what we do, they are somewhere out, not in Africa. So we need to have this global presence via our online channels, Telegram, Discord. And then on Discord there, it will go, tutorials go hand in hand, Discord and Coxygen Global. And also GitHub. Yeah, sorry, I didn't give you the GitHub link, but the GitHub link, they will get to know it the moment they start coding. It's github.wims.io Coxygen. Coxygen is a funded project of WIMS.io. So let me put you, so this link for the GitHub, it's this one. So the most important thing is they need to register with the GitHub. Immediately, the moment they say, we want, say, okay, guys, your name is on the list now. Go and register. GitHub, know how to use GitHub. And then go and join Discord. And then X, go and follow us on X. There is a link for Haskell, whatever, to those chapters. And then join the Telegram. The one place where we are going to be posting for everyone for WIMS is Telegram and X, because there are some who are on X who are not on Telegram. So we want to have a very big following on the X. On the Telegram, it will be mostly for making everyone on WIMS know something. But the Discord is going to be the developers' technical stuff. This is where, again, let me tell you one thing. We are going to have Cardano developers. People who are on Cardano developers, they are going to be there answering questions, helping, developing, working with everyone anyway. Some who are looking for developers who are going to be posting jobs, be posting them there on Discord. Even they can put in your CV if you want a part-time job, piece job on Haskell, can post it there immediately on what? On Discord. Right. There's one last thing before I forget. I will have to have a meeting with you once we get started, somewhere around maybe let's say end of January. You will fall into coordinators. But sometimes it happens that you who is bringing your community doesn't take part in it at all. It has happened many times that people sometimes they come with a community, we do the activity with them. You find those guys, they are not taking part at all. They are busy doing somewhere else. Then in that case, we'll still have a meeting with you and talk to you and see how we can incentivize you. But for me, it works best if you work with the team. If you are a developer, it's one thing, you are with the team. Because to tell you the truth, they will always be going to you when there are some problems. Help us here. We are having issues here and here. So it always works best if you play a coordinator role. The same way you said, point of communication, point of contact, it's you. You gave us your details, we go with that. But sometimes you get bored, we fight, you are no longer interested, and then what happens to the students? They must not be disadvantaged. Even myself, when things are not okay, I'm not available, I won't be available. You are going to meet other Cardano developers, they will still be working with everyone. Like on Coxygen, Rito is working with them. Sometimes they prefer to be with Rito and they push than when I'm there. Sometimes they need me, then Rito comes and say they need you this side. We are going to be flexible. The most important thing is communicate, let them communicate. Don't promise them something we cannot give them. For now, promises that we can promise them is they will get a skill that is going to help them in their future life. That one, I am basing it on my past experience. The only people who fail to achieve it very quickly are those who are not in the computer science courses. Those ones sometimes have a longer journey to travel because they don't have programming basics. But remember, we have got other jobs apart from coding, from the same groups that we have here, that are Cardano jobs. Content writing, marketing, there are so many. Catalyst community reviews, you know them already. There are so many. Some of them that are coming. Sometimes even we get events, hosting events. So once we get hosting events, we can apply as WIMS, and then you host it on your campus, Mary there or you yourself there, and then everything is possible. If some of your students or your guys, you belong to other communities like what, like Ghana community, like what, let us know and let them know. For the following, we don't want conflict of interest. What are funding you? We are funding you for the same event. Or Cardano Foundation is funding you. Then Ghana community is funding you. So I think be transparent there. It's up to you. If we say we have got this fund for you to run this event, and then another Ghana community says, okay, we have this fund for you to run this event, you choose the best and communicate. Okay, just like us, we cannot be funded by Intersect product and go again and apply for funding from Intersect marketing working group or Intersect hubs. That's a conflict of interest because all that money is doing one thing. So we will get into details when we get there. All right. Thanks a lot for this. Let's call it a day for now. I will send you an email with what we have agreed here, also with some other details that I will find missing here. But basically what we have discussed here, what we have touched here, is basically how it's going to work. If the university institution as a whole, they want more open, that is open, everything is possible. But apart from this, thank you very much. All right, let me stop recording.